look bigger than what it actually is. Now you got the Israelites on one side of the mountain, and you got the Philistines on the other side of the mountain, and the only thing separating them is this valley. And for 40 days, they kept sending their strongest, quote unquote, strongest gladiator, their strongest warrior, down in that pit and challenging and calling out everyone. And now the Israelites see this man and they get afraid because of his stature. From a distance, he is so big. He's 9 feet. He's just real broad and strong. He's carrying all this heavy metal. And it intimidates them. So the longer they wait, the more intimidated they become. What is that? There's nothing to prove or lose in this thing. We cannot put things off, because the longer we put things off, it becomes harder.
Right. Come on.
In order to get things and do things, you have to put some type of work in. Now, David, he knew about this, he knew what was going on, and he was nosy. He wanted to see it for himself. He went and watched and saw him come down, like, okay, and heard him king getting up early in the morning to come and watch and see and witness it for himself. And then he goes to Saul and say, you know what, Saul, king, I can take this. I can knock him out for you. Let me do this. I got this. And Saul discourages him because he is a youth. He is a child. But he says, you know what? If you feel you can do this, fine. At this time, God and his grace has already left Saul. He already left Saul now. Now it's time in preparation for the new king to come forward. So Saul decides to give him his armor. And let me break that down for you. Oftentimes, we're in situations ourselves in our lives, in our jobs, family, personal issues, and we think, your friend went through this same issue. My mama had this same problem, and they got out of it using X, Y, Z. So maybe if I use X, Y, Z, it'll work for me too. But I come to let somebody know that X, Y, Z worked for them, but it's not going to work for you. The armor that he had, David didn't even use it because it was too big for him. It wasn't fitted for him. It wasn't tailored for him. You know, when you get a suit tailored, it's customly made just for you and no one else. So you can't pass it along, really, because it won't fit them the right way. So although he gave him his armor that made him strong and feel powerful and everything, David said, no, I haven't tested this. I haven't proved this yet. So you know what? I'm going to take this off because I can't use this right now. Now, one thing that I learned and discovered in this is that, you know, David being a shepherd boy, he had a sling. Oftentimes we think of a slingshot with the little sticks and you pull back and let go. No, that's not what he had. His sling was a stick. It had like a string or whatever tied. And at that time, they would swing it around in a circle and they would let it go. It was a slingshot. And I found with that type of weapon, those who were very proficient in it could actually, it went as fast as a pitcher, faster, better yet, than a baseball pitcher throwing a ball. Now also in this area, this region, the rocks. Yeah. It said it was a smooth rock. But the rock was actually of high density. I believe it was sulfur or something of that nature. But it was of high density. So not only